Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about the books that I'm planning to read during the month of February. Yes, we have made it to this month. Honestly, some people love to hate on this month. I used to be one of those people because I never understood the point of just making a big deal out of Valentine's Day. But lately I have enjoying it. I don't mind it at all. And since I now enjoy reading romance books more, I actually thought it would be fun to make my TBR a romance TBR. There will be other kind of books, but most of my TBR is gonna be focused on romance books. So the first book I'm planning to read is You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. This book, I've heard a lot of people compare it to The Hating Game, which I really loved and enjoyed, and maybe I might reread it honestly because I can't wait for the movie. But anyways, I've heard that a lot of people say they are similar, and maybe it's because of the couple's dynamic because the plots are not the same. This book follows Naomi, who is engaged to Nicholas. However, she doesn't want to go through the whole wedding, and maybe she's falling out of love with him, and it seems like he's also not into the relationship anymore. But whoever breaks up the wedding or the engagement has to pay the wedding bill, so they're trying to sabotage each other, or they start playing games against each other to see who breaks first. And the plot of this story is just them maybe falling in love back with each other. I'm not sure, and maybe after playing all those games they realize that they do deserve each other. So hopefully it's just full of romance, and I'm looking forward to that rom-com aspect of the book. So I'm looking forward to this one, especially if it is a lot like The Hating Game. The next book I'm planning to read is Bringing Down the Duke by Evie Dunmore. This book is a historical fiction romance story. I usually don't tend to read historical fiction, but this, however, has the romance aspect, and I've heard it's a very funny story book. So I'm excited for it. In this book we follow Annabelle Archer. She's the first female student to attend Oxford University, and she has to get like this powerful, rich man to be part of the feminist group because we follow the whole women's suffrage movement to get our civil rights. So I feel like this book is gonna be packed of all the negative stuff that we obviously don't like in this, about this whole movement, but then there's also going to be some enlightenment, hopefully. And a lot of people say it's really funny, and the author actually has more books in this series, which I don't think they follow the same characters, but if I like this one I hope to continue with those, so to see what happens. The next book I want to read, it's a surprise for me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to it, but I mean, the fact that I actually want to read it, it's something, and that is Emma. I am not the biggest fan of Jane, to be honest. I love the movies, but I read Pride and Prejudice, and then I also read Northern Anger Abbey, and honestly I am not a fan of them. I think they're just dull and boring, and like nothing happens, and maybe that's just me, but I've heard that Emma is actually very funny, and it's very different from her other stories because Emma's trying to help her friends with their relationships instead of her focusing on her relationship. And I actually want to read it because I want to watch the movie. I watched The Queen's Gambit and I really liked Annie Taylor-Joy's performance, and she's actually the one who plays Emma in the movie that just came out. So because I want to watch the movie, I want to read the book first. I've had this book for a very long time. I love these editions, and I think it's time for me to pick it up. Hopefully it is funny and entertaining. If not, I'm just gonna put it down and actually just watch the movie. The next book I'm planning to read is a book in Spanish, which is Un Cuento Perfecto by Elizabeth Benavent. This would be a perfect story. I don't think it's translated into English. I'll check and let you guys know. But this one just came out, I want to say a few months ago, and I've heard so many good things about it. I don't know the plot of this book. I just know a lot of people cry and they just feel all the emotions, and it's very romantic and just what I'm looking forward to. So I'm excited to read this one. This is a big book. I think it's almost 500 pages. It's almost 600 pages to be a romance book. I mean, all the rest of the books are like 400 pages maybe. This is the biggest romance book I've ever seen, so I'm excited for it. I did mention that not all of the books were gonna be romance stories because I am planning to read Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I was supposed to read this one back in October, but I wanted to read the audiobook because I just love listening to the audiobook while I read at the same time. And this book is a Gothic story. I don't enjoy reading scary books or watching scary movies, but I actually like Gothic stories. So I am looking forward to this one. I've heard that people really enjoy it, but I think this has a lot of body horror, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that. Hopefully I also like it as much as other people did. So I am planning to read this one this month because I have the audiobook, so I'm going to be listening to the audiobook as well. And it is really short, so looking forward to this one as well. And those are all the books that I'm planning to read for the month of February. I hope I get to them all. I did want to read more romance stories during the month of February, and hopefully I enjoy them all. So that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!